So you can see much, let me hold it back here. It's much, much deeper, which I think I'm going to love. Beauties, it's Riri. Today is round 2 with Subtle Beauty. I will link my previous video for you guys, but I did a recent video showcasing the Subtle Beauty stack that I purchased myself. I got it through the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and Subtle Beauty ended up reaching out to me, offering me another stack and offering me a discount code for you guys. I will drop all the information and everything right here for you guys. It is an affiliated code, so if you do use it, I do earn a small commission, and I thank you in advance. But needless to say, I was pretty blown away by the one that I used originally. I did choose all new colors. I was able to go in and kind of pick and choose from each category in the way that I wanted to. So I did want to come back and showcase just different colors, different finishes and stuff like that for you guys. They did not ask me to do this. I am not obligated to do this. They sent me this and gave me the code. That was that. But the first stack I loved a whole lot. The only product that I was like, it's okay, was the eyeshadow duo, and that is only because I have a very specific preference for more glimmer and glitter and high shine and all of the things. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the eyeshadow. I just like more. However, the basic premise of the brand is, you know, subtlety. Very first, I'm going to go in. I do already have my lip liner on. I am going to go ahead and go into the lip balm. I opted for a lip balm this time. And the lip balm that I got is the Strawberry Stopover. And they do come in really cute little boxes with all of the shades and stuff like that. And then you just kind of build your stack in the order that you want to build it in. So I'm just going to go in, I think, with my finger. Let me use a Q-tip, actually. Just for now. I want to get an idea of textures and finishes and stuff like that. Oh, it does smell good too. Yum! Okay, that might have been a bad idea. It all went into that. We're just going to go in. Okay, it feels a little bit more dense. Not super, super slippy. Not super, super emollient. It could have a little bit more slip for me personally. But in saying that, because it doesn't have a lot of slip, I do feel like it would stay on the lips for a long time. It feels nice though. It does feel a little bit kind of thicker on the lips in terms of like having a little bit of grip to it. But I do feel like I've had to go in here quite a few times, so we'll see what happens. I am going to go ahead and go in with my eyeshadow first, as I did before. And this is a much deeper, richer duo. This is in, I should have worn my glasses, in Dune. And I will show you just for comparative purposes. Let me get the other eyeshadow out and show you guys. So you can see much, let me hold it back here. It's much, much deeper, which I think I'm going to love. Again, nothing wrong with this. I just like a little bit more. And I basically got this one to use for summertime because I just want something very quick and very easy. Let me get out the door as quickly as possible. And I intend on taking it for vacations. So that was kind of the biggest thing for me, was to use it for that. Going in with an open fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with the matte. That actually picked up beautifully on the brush. That's much better. If you are someone like me and you want a little bit more punch, a little bit more pigment, opt to go a little bit deeper in terms of the eyeshadows than you think you maybe need to go. That I love. That is perfect. And that's the only thing. I just wanted a little bit more. I felt like it wasn't like super, super pigmented. It's also like that duo was also much lighter than what this one is. And I'm literally just going to rock this in my crease. I felt like everything blended out well with the other stack. It wore incredibly well and stuff like that. I was super, super impressed. And I will note too, I did have a couple of comments on my previous video and people were like, that is way too expensive. For me, for my first one, I think I paid less than $50 or right at $50 for the entirety of the stack. Y'all, I have paid that for foundation. So when I break it down like that, even like an eyeshadow duo or whatever the case may be, I've paid upwards of $25 for a single shadow before. So for me, I feel like there is value there. Now, if the product sucked, obviously I would feel differently, but they're genuinely good products. So for me, the price point, I do not think it's bad. And you can build the bundles however you choose to build the bundles. You can go in and pick, your own foundation, concealer shade. I'm using mine as a foundation. You can go in and pick your own shades, your own finishes and stuff like that. Like they have a balm powder, a balm bronzer, and a powder bronzer, and then so on and so forth. Like they have cream blush, and then they have a powder blush, so on and so forth. So I like the idea of that, but you go in and you can pick, I love the shade of brown, by the way. You go in and pick all of your own shades and build the bundle, you know, according to your preferences and stuff like that. I do also like that they offer refills. So if you're like absolutely loving something and you're just using the heck out of it, you're using it consistently and you go through it very, very quickly, they do also offer, you can buy just one and you just pop the little piece out and pop your refill right in there. I also like this idea too, because like in my first stack, obviously like my concealer, for me foundation, shade is much different from the one that I got here. In this stack right here, the foundation for today may be a little too deep for me, but I did that intentionally because I'm hoping to be able to use it through spring and summer months. So I also love that idea. And then I'm gonna go in with my glitter primer as I always do. I wanna say that I have not tested these shadows with the glitter primer. I can't remember if in my original demo, if I used the primer or not. I'm gonna put this across the entire bottom part of my lid. And then just with my finger, I'm gonna go in. Again, these are more of a kind of standard satin-esque or like standard shimmer formula. Nothing in the world wrong with that. I just generally like a little bit more. But obviously I liked this enough to, you know, say yes to them. And I was also, you know, inquisitive enough to purchase it on my own through Ulta when they had the sale. And I'm happy to have it. So really beautiful, still impactful and stuff like that. It just doesn't give, you know, it doesn't give all the bells and whistles. It's not super high shine. It's not, you know, multi-dimensional and glittery and shimmery and all the things. And it doesn't have to be. And I'm fine with that. As much as I am generally, you know, the bells and the whistles type, I also, especially just kind of in my everyday life, if you will, especially during the summer months, I am very much less is more. So this appeals to me in so many ways, but specifically for those warmer months / going on vacation and stuff like that. You know, when I'm on vacation, first of all, I tend to overpack and I'd like to not do that. And then most of the makeup, and I've said this multiple times, most of the makeup and stuff that I take, I don't even end up using. So to have something that's incredibly easy, very compact and stuff like that, that I can literally throw this, my brows, and a mascara pretty much, and a couple of brushes, I'm good to go. So I'm actually looking forward to our next vacation. This is just a clean brush. And I know so many of you saw that video, and you guys have also been super inquisitive about this. So yeah, I'm blown away. I'm absolutely thrilled to have this. Next up, I think I need to go into bronzer because that's going to be cream. I'm trying to think if I want to underpaint or go ahead and put, let's do the foundation shade. Again, it's considered concealer. This shade is 008W. Let me double check my first one that I purchased. This one is 007N. So basically this one was a neutral. This one's going to lean a little bit more warm, which I get incredibly tan and warm in the summer months. So hopefully it's going to work out for me. That is what it looks like. I'm going to go in with a standard foundation brush. And these are marketed as concealers. I'm just going to use it as a foundation, just like I did with the other one. This has a kind of mid-density, a little bit more kind of thick and not quite as like balmy. It's not like super slippy, but there's kind of good, you know, pigment and color payoff there. But then on the skin, it just looks very soft and very natural. And this is actually already a perfect match for me. So I'm happy about that. I'll do half and then show you guys. And just keep in mind too, if this was, I was aiming to do concealer, I would do a lighter shade than this. But I feel like if this is supposed to be kind of a more one and done, you know, no makeup, subtle, you know, thing, I think I'd prefer to just use this as my all over foundation. Here is half, wow, here's half done. You can see I have a lot of redness, broken capillaries and stuff like that. Overall uneven skin tone. I do have larger pores. I am also 47 and I do have very, very dry skin. And it just looks so beautiful, you guys. It's, for me personally, it's the perfect texture. And it just gives enough coverage that It takes away all the redness and stuff like that, but you can see I have a very soft, just luminous quality to the skin. It's not greasy, it's not oily or anything like that. It's not like overtly dewy or anything like that. It looks like skin. It literally just looks like my skin, but better and more perfected. And it like I said, it blends in really well. It is buildable and layerable, which I also love. Next up, in my other stack, I purchased the powder bronzer. This is the cream bronzer in the shade Caramel. And I'm gonna go in, use something a little softer, more fluffy, just in case it's super pigmented. It feels almost the exact same as a foundation. Maybe a little bit, wow. Maybe a little bit more like kind of pigmented, if you will. Woo, that's pretty. None of these have, none of these have a strong fragrance or anything like that. That is blending out like a freaking dream, and I love that color. A little warm, maybe a shade too deep for right now, but like I said, I did that purposely. I want to be able to like take this with me on, summer vacations and stuff like that and be able to utilize it while I'm a little bit more tan. That looks absolutely stunning. Get a little bit more. And as you can see, I still have a very soft, luminous, but again, not overtly dewy or oily type of finish to the skin. I'm loving everything so far. The balm, I wish I could get a little bit more off of here. Like I could maybe dig into it, and it is nice and it feels good. I just I want a little bit more. I'm going into my purchased one, and I'm going to go into the Shine Control powder, and you literally just unscrew it and pull the product out as you choose. And the powder that I got was the translucent. I'm going to get a little sponge. And as I said in my original video, this isn't like super finely milled, but it is quite soft. It is not like overtly drying or anything like that. It didn't make me feel like dry, dusty, cakey or anything like that. I do have dry skin though, so I definitely take a very less is more approach, especially with powders. And I enjoy having the little bit of luminous quality to my skin, so I do not like to go in with a lot of powder to begin with. I mean, it looks so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. Alrighty, what do we have next? We have a powder blush this time. The last time I had a cream blush. Again, just unscrewing. This is in Day Trip at Dawn. And I'm gonna go in with a little angled brush. I'm gonna pick up again a small amount. Again, I went deeper. Back here is probably a little bit more true to color. I went a little bit more deep for spring and summer. Okay, that's gonna pack a punch. Oh my gosh. I might have gotten a little too heavy-handed, and I did not think I was going too heavy-handed. But like I said, I wanted something that could carry me through the warmer months. Oh my gosh, you guys. And if I wanted to too, I kind of speak to this a lot in terms of specifically like bronzers and blushes, because I do, go through so many different, shades throughout the course of the year. I like something that's a little bit more blendable. Like this is quite impactful, but if I were to go in with a super open fluffy brush, barely pick some up, and then go in with the nice little rounding motions, it's not going to look quite as pigmented. If you ever do go in and you feel a little bit, like, hey, this is a little too much, I went too aggressive, go back in with either your powder puff brush or sponge, and then you can go back over it. I kind of tap the edges, as you can see, and then it softens it right up. The same thing would go for if I, went a little kind of crazy on my contour, my bronzer, whatever the case may be. That's just a really easy way to just kind of soften everything and diffuse if you have gone a little bit too heavy-handed or if something is a little bit too deep. And then I'm gonna finish up with some highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne. Again, we would pop this little piece out right here, and if I ran out of champagne, I could buy just the champagne shade and pop it right back into my stack. Again, I'm taking a less is more approach because I do not know how much to use. Ooh, pretty. And I like to meet my eye look, and I come in about halfway. Oh yeah, that's pretty. If you do have textured skin, this is a little bit, not necessarily drier. It definitely smooths out really finely, as you can see, but I feel like it's one that can feel like maybe a little bit more powdery. So if you do have dry textured skin like myself, it may enhance some texture. And as you can see on this side, I went a little bit heavier handed. I do want to build it up and see. Yeah, I really feel like you can go very, very soft, or you can really build it up. And here is the completed look with round 2 of Subtle Beauty. I'd like to know what you guys think. I do quickly also want to let you guys know that the very top of this does have a little lid and stuff like that that pops open, and you do have a mirror in here. And they do also come with this little brush. I do not like brushes like this. This is not a Subtle Beauty thing. This is any brand. I do not want to see these. I do not like these. That's personal preference. The only thing in here that I'm just kind of like about is this. It does smell good. It feels nice. It feels, you know, really good in the stuff on the lips. I just wish that it kind of was a little bit more emollient, a little bit more spreadable, if you will. But yeah, that is my experience with Subtle Beauty. I want to thank you, beauties, so much for joining me and watching. Thank you, of course, to Subtle Beauty for gifting. I will pop my discount code and everything here for you guys. I will also link everything in the description box, as well as in a pinned comment. Thank you, beauties, so much for watching. I hope you guys have the most amazing day. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you did enjoy. You can hype the video. You can tap the bell so you never miss any of my videos. And there's a join button down below you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.